Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Dope Interviews, brought to you by the mighty 19 Media Group. I'm your host, Warren Shaw, and in the virtual building today, I have a social media influencer and now an app developer, my guy, NardLiveFree. Nard, welcome to Dope Interviews, brother. So nice to see you, man. Thank you for joining us.
No, I appreciate you, Warren, for having me. Like I was saying, I really do appreciate you guys for allowing me to come on your platform and talk about my app. So
we want to get to know you a little bit too. For those who are uninitiated, you are a social media influencer. And I got to ask, just how does one really get into that space and then let it and have it take off in the way that you did? What was your backstory into becoming an influencer?
I had a 9-to-5 job before COVID, and then I started dipping it off into getting my personal things going with my business, like trying to get it funded and whatnot. So I started taking that knowledge serious, and then I started teaching it to others. Then I developed a platform where I can, give the opportunity to consumers to come learn everything that I was learning about how to get my LLC started and fixing my credit, the background ends, the funding. And I started teaching others that and kind of jumped into the realm of just doing that for a living per se.
Yeah, that's dope. I mean, really and truly. So we're in a space where those things, and for my air quote generation, that would have been something that people would have been like, bro, what are you really trying to do? You need to go get a air quote real job, as they say. So for you, who were your biggest supporters when you said, hey, this is the aspect, this is a line of work that I kind of want to do? And did you have any people who detracted from you and said, listen, Nard, nah, this ain't the way. You can't really do that?
Not really. I didn't really tell too many people. Like I told my girlfriend at the time what was my plans about me leaving my job and whatnot. She was fully supportive of that. She had her fitness business going at the time. So when I told her what I was about to do, she was excited, because I used to have to get up 3, 4 a.m. in the morning to be at work at like 5:30 and then stay there to 2 p.m., 2:30 sometimes. And if I got mandated, I had to stay there till 11 p.m., and then I had to go back. So when I told her things was picking up, and that was pretty much the background story to that. Like she was fully supportive of that. Other than that, everybody else was on the fence. Like my best friend, who was an entrepreneur at the time, he definitely was down. So shout out to him for that. Shout out to the great for helping me make that jump, that leap into being a full-time entrepreneur. And I pretty much been rocking and rolling since then.
Congratulations to you for that, for real. And one of the things that it's very hard, to kind of step out on your own sometimes, especially if you have been in that grind, right? That normal grind and working those types of hours, if you will. What do you think really was the key to growing the business, growing into an entrepreneur and staying as successful as you have been over the last X amount of years?
So it's all about marketing. If I really had to say, it's like, how well do you market your business? Like I post about my business every day. I do not neglect not posting about my business, doing different things, being innovative with my marketing tactics, per se, to like just help get my brand out. Like I try to do things that look good. Like if I take a picture, I make sure that I got a professional that's taking it, or a good quality phone. Like I started thinking about those type of things, and it kind of like really carried over from college. Like during my college days, we used to throw some of the biggest parties on campus, and that pretty much was like the testing starting point from there. Is like, if I can pack out a 1,500 people party, why not try to do it with my business, try to get 1,500 customers? And that's about it. Like, honestly, like I just took that grind from what we was doing in college, like we having fun, and just took off with that, like the handbills, running around, posting my everything about me up, like just for the business, like putting it on walls and bus stops and parking meters, and just going crazy on Instagram, just constantly drilling what I'm doing, what I got going on, how I can help you, and pretty much did it for itself after that. Like I had a well-balanced background of people that knew who I was, I can say, like just from college, and it kind of carried over into my adult life. And I just went with it from there.
Yeah. Now, one of the things I've heard you say multiple times here now is helping people. And so just talk to me a little bit about that. Why is that something that's important to you individually? Is that kind of just homegrown, something that you just have a natural interest and instinct in? Why is helping people so important to you specifically?
You know, I hate to really say it, but you know, like our culture, like Black people, we really lack information. So it's like, if I know something that a lot of people don't know, I might as well share it. Like, we got a lot of people that just charge you for everything. And I try not to be that way, even though I got to charge sometimes for things. But it started off with me doing everything for free. Like, I was just dropping gems left and right on Facebook. Like, hey, you can do X, Y, and Z to boost your credit score. People started liking posts, started sharing it. And that's about it. Like, I really do care about giving back and helping others. Like, I really do have a passion for that. My fraternity all about mentoring young Black men to get the right start in life. So I've pretty much been doing that forever, if a helping hand, because I don't really get a lot of help, believe it or not. So whenever I do get help, I take it in, but then I just think about everybody else that's not getting help. So I just try to be as helpful as possible. And if I can make it work for like a couple of dollars just to make sure, like, I know what the price ranges of people where they like to spend money at for like particular things. Like, we'll go spend a lot of money for like designer and whatnot. But then when it's time for you to spend money on things to help you grow your business or learn about things to make sure that your business is successful, we tend to want to not really pay that much. So I meet people right in the middle. If you can pay for a Jordan shoe that's online at resale price, you should be able to come to me for the same price. And that's where I was at with it. So I kind of play the field with what people like to spend, what they want to spend it on, and try to meet the median and still like make a living for myself, but still give back. Like, I really do care about giving back. It's just how I am.
That's really insightful. And it could steer us down a path that is probably not ready, I think, right now, in terms of what people value, right? And what people will pay for, what they think they'll pay for, but the investment in themselves outside of the outward appearance and the material things is probably not where it should be in society. And you and I are aligned in that thought process for sure. But I've also had that mentality personally. Yeah. I was like, I'll go buy this, but like, hey, I need to buy better podcasting equipment. Oh man, no, I'll just make it work like that. And that's a really interesting kind of defeatist mentality that, you know, our people and people in general definitely need to step out of. I mean, I really, really enjoy that point, man. So thank you so much for bringing that to light.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just really like, I'm very observant. Like, so I just sit back and just watch what we do. And it's like, man, if I can help somebody get to the next level in life, to be like potentially financially free, then why not do everything that I can to help you get on that path to grow? So it's all about growing. Like, I care about growing. Like, I do things all the time to try to grow. Like, you see, I'm trying to grow my app. That's a challenge in itself, you know, just to just say it, you know. So it's all about growing, like getting to the next level. What I got to do to keep going and just keep going. That's what the Live Free all about, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said it right here. We're chatting with NardLiveFree, discussing here his social media path, his entrepreneurship, but also now, as he just so expertly transitioned us to his app, Cook Lke Me. So Nard, your interest in cooking, where did that stem from? You know, I read in the background that you did a little bit of culinary school. What happened with that situation there, brother? And just kind of talk about, why the Cook Lke Me app.
So it's transpired because in high school I had cooking classes, of course. So I played all the sports and whatnot. So I was hungry throughout the day. So I took culinary and ended up liking it, but I never really took it serious to like do it for a career wise. So as I got older, I started thinking about things that I was doing in my past that I wasn't doing now. And I pretty much was on Facebook and Instagram just scrolling like 8 years ago. And I was like, man, we don't have a cooking social media site at all, like a platform strictly for cooks. Like at the time, nobody was cooking, nobody was uploading food. it wasn't as like trendy as it is now. And that's when it like transpired to me thinking about Cook Like Me. I thought about that name 8 years ago. So
Wow.
it was just been on my brain from now until then. So yeah, it came from there really.
What goes into the creation of an app, right? So you have this idea in your head, but then who do you reach out to and say, all right, I want to do this. I want to create it. I want it to be able to do this way, do these things, connect people this way, be kind of a, social media craze where people can upload their images and their meals and so forth and so forth. How do you even get into the development phase of something like that?
Man, for years I kept making like a general post on Facebook. Like the first one that I made was January 18, 2016. Like I saved it because it mean that much to me. So that was like the first time that I actually made a post about trying to get somebody to develop an app. And at the time, nobody knew. Of course, nobody knew what I was talking about. Well, they knew about developing or apps per se, but nobody knew how to make an app at the time. Everybody knew how to make websites, of course. So it wasn't until I had got my website for my business that I had asked one of my friends, do you know who can make an app? Then they put me on to their people that knew how to make an app, but they ended up being a nightmare, sad to say. So I had to go find somebody else that can fix the app and get it going. So it kind of was like, when I thought about the app, I was like, hey, do you know anybody know how to make an app? They was like, yeah, we do. And I was like, oh, so I kind of just pushed the gun on it because now, what was it? Almost a year ago, because it was last year in the summer, I don't have a TikTok or whatnot, but I just kept seeing people like post videos from there with food. And it like as years progressed from 2016 to now, I just kept seeing it. And I took it as a sign. So I was like, damn, I got to get this app going. Like I had some money saved up, even from when I left my job and whatnot. And I just took that and just started fishing for somebody that can make my app before I end up missing the train.
Well, it's here now, right? Years in the making, and as they say, in God's timing, right? So you got it in the space that it needs to be. And so we're here on Dope Interviews, right? So I need to know point blank, what's the dopest meal you've ever made?
I'm a pizza head and I like Alfredo. So in high school, I only stuck to that. I didn't try to like deviate and try to do some of these big gourmet meals and whatnot. So I kept it simple. I just needed something on my stomach. I just needed something on my stomach, man. But no, actually, what you was about to say?
I said, no, I ain't mad at that at all, brother. I can't cook. I can't cook.
Oh, no, yeah. No, what I was about to say was when I was in high school, I realized that other people was taking it more serious than me. So that really had me thinking about it when I was thinking about the app. Like, how many chefs are there, people with restaurants? Like, I even saw you interview a guy, what was his name? Steven with the Golden Crush. They have restaurants and brands that they're just trying to get out to the world. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, Stephen Clark. Yeah.
Yeah. So just thinking about how we can unite, the culinary world under one realm or one roof that's all I think about, like to help grow in the app, It's like, how can I get everything under one roof so we can just spread it? And just looking at people who really take culinary serious, like they don't really have a platform to show what they really can do. Like they have to put it on Instagram, they have to put it on Facebook, and then people not really trying to. They watch it, but they're not on Facebook per se for that. They're looking for everything post, what's being shared around, things of that nature, and like just reading different things. So it's like, okay, let me help you guys get your brand out now. Like, how can we help get everything that you got with your culinary world, your food truck, your business, your small stores, and just put it on one aspect, one realm, just get it up with it.
100%. So last couple ones before I let you fly out of here, brother. And, I definitely, again, thank you so much for taking the time. Cook cooking and food, and more poignantly, can be a unifier. And I think you've been indicating that as much, through the app. It's going to connect people with different cultures and, different types of food and different types of people. Have you yourself experienced that, that kind of craze or bond, if you will? Have you ever bonded with somebody over food or something that you didn't think you'd even like? And now all of a sudden, you and now your new friend are eating Indian food or something like that. Do you have any experiences like that? Because I think this app is going to bring people together in that way.
Yeah, I haven't tried their food, but I do have one of my assistants that I've been working with for 4 to 5 years. She's Filipino, so I see the food that they eat, and it just look interesting. I just watch it, but like things that I have tried that I typically don't eat, I'm gonna say the vegan food. Like I don't really mess with vegan, but my best friend eat vegan, so he always being like, man, let's try this, try that. And that's the only different type of food that I like stepped out on and tried. So like vegan with, just stepping out. Of course I eat like Indian Thai food, bachi, Chinese food, of course, but like on a different level, the vegan world is different for me. So that's like totally different from how we operate normally.
Brother, I hear you on that. My wife is she's not full vegan, but she likes to try some stuff here and there, and I'm like, nah, you got it, that's all you. That's you. I'm a pass.
Yeah, man, I just like, nah, I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm cool. Looking ahead, my guy Nard, tell me a little bit more about any aspects of the app that you're looking to enhance, looking to kind of bring into the fold. Anybody else you'd want to collaborate with, to give the app a little bit more exposure? Just, kind of what are the next steps there too, if you're able to utilize your network and as this thing continues to get a little bit older and people get more exposed to what's going on with it?
Long term for the app, I would like to have food delivery service like Uber, and then I would love to have like all the major franchises that's under the grocery industry promoting ads on my app, like all the deals. Supposedly, I don't know. Well, you from South Florida, right? Are you guys?
Yep.
You guys good out there? Did you ever get hit? I'm sorry. Or is everything good?
Oh no. Yeah. Thank you for asking. We got very, very lucky here in the South Florida area. Went to the north of us, but yeah, we are solid.
No, I was just making sure what I was thinking about that. So I'm glad that you're doing well. But here in our grocery stores, I'm pretty sure yours as well. Like you go in, and if you want to see what was on sale, you had to pick up the paper. But everything is like virtual now and digital. So I'm trying to just have it on the app. So whenever you near a store, it pops up, letting you know that you are at this Jewel's. What's one of you guys' stores in the South? What's the name of one of those stores? I can't think.
Publix.
Yeah, Publix. That's the one, the green one, Publix. Yeah, like if you're pulling up to a Publix, you'll be able to see all the ads and things that are on sale from there. Like it should just be able to pop up, and you can go grocery shopping and seeing what items are on sale. Like I care about having the grocery stores running ads for sure. And all the restaurants, I would like to have one there where food critics leaving reviews, of course, and whatnot about these restaurants in different states, and a whole column where if you were in like South Florida or Chicago or whatnot, you can see what restaurants are the best restaurants to go eat at just from the app, from everybody recommending what you can do. So that's long term what I have going on for the app. Uber, the grocery stores, and just knowing where to eat at when you are in that place, that country. Like I plan on taking this everywhere.
I have no doubt that you're going to be successful. And, you kind of struck gold here a little bit too. I think even in just your humanitarian way, even asking me about if I'm good, with all the hurricanes and tropical storms that have been our way. But after a storm, right, the app can be utilized for people to say, all right, well, what is around me if restaurants and grocery stores, have been impacted? I think that's another way the app can be utilized, not as a form of community, but also as a form of help, to others as well too. So there's a lot of value to what you're doing, man. And I would encourage you to keep doing what you're doing because, hey, you'll be blessed as you continue to bless others, brother. I really do appreciate the time here on Dope Interviews.
No, I appreciate you. Thanks for having me for sure, bro. Hopefully this was a dope interview for you.
Oh man, you just stole the whole tagline. But as he said, man, I'm Warren Shaw. He is NardLiveFree. Make sure you follow him at Nard_LiveFree. Make sure you get with the Cook Like Me app. That's CookLkeMe. Available on Apple and your Google Play Store as well too. And you know what it is, fam. It's been another dope interview with my guy Nard, and we're out. Peace.
Together we stand, divided we never. The vision is one, striving for the better. Working as a team, working toward a dream. It's not even work when the team is the dream. On a united front, we got our own back. A band of brothers to counteract any attack. One heart in fact, forget what the blood say. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. So let's do it for the love, give to the max. Listen to opinion, but react to facts. And remember that together with a but separate, just pieces of it. You know. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA. Dope is what flows in this fam's DNA.
Family represent like a tree with names on it. We're free, no chains on it. Relieved, the pain's gone, I can see. We come together like questions on the quiz. Mojo Flow and Viz, man, you know what it is. And if ignorance is bliss, you're gonna hate this lesson. Organized intellect like a tropical depression. My symbol is the cross, a mic and ghost peppers. Cause I'm just a black sheep growing up to be a shepherd. Moonlighting as a weapon to protect the children. Every brother is a father, dynasties we're building. Max, J and K, Bay, and Isaiah, next level of the family foundation. Understand me?